Writing Prompts, WP. You were born with a unique set of eyes, ones that allowed you to view the sea as clear as glass. By the time you got old enough to join your ship's crew, you were smart enough to know not to tell them about everything you saw below the waves. David couldn't see 5 feet ahead of him in the heavy fog. Yet, leaning against the railings of his father's boat, the young boy could see the seas as clear as glass. There were many marine creatures beneath the choppy waves. Below them, what looked like sirens from the cautionary fairy tales he heard from other sailors that stopped by town to refuel. And in the deepest, darkest depths, a pale octopoid entity was sipping his tea. https://www.reddit.com/r/trigonialrights/s/2 Ojang dia. It gazed upwards to wave at David. He waved back. It was the polite thing to do. No words were exchanged, merely eye contact. That was all he needed. That momentary connection filled his mind with the directions to leave the fog safely. The eldritch being had packed up its tea set, swimming nearby in a backstroke, its eyes never once leaving his father's boat. The other predatory creatures of the seas parted ways for it. There, it followed David from beneath the seas until they reached the port. He took one last look beneath the waters to wave goodbye and say thank you. It seemed intelligent enough to understand gratitude. "Son," his father called to him. "What was that?" "Nothing," David murmured, saying bye to the fishes. His old man laughed and didn't pursue the matter further. As the years passed, David took to the seas like he was born in it. He joined the school's sailing club and snagged medals. They said he never really looked what was in front. He was always looking beneath the surface. Nobody knew what he saw, and he was smart enough not to breathe a word. That was why, when he became an adult, Captain Ordo took an interest to him, hired him. Something about an expedition to find lost treasures beneath the sea. At first, it was a chest full of old Spanish coins in a shipwreck. Then the corpse of a missing diver. His grieving parents paid well. But this one, Captain Ordo, was fidgety and excited. He kept twiddling his thumbs across the railings, muttering under his breath. His eyes lit up when he saw David walking towards him. "We're almost there." Ordo spoke in a low whisper. "You still haven't told me what we are looking for," David replied. "Come with me. Stand by the deck. You'll see." So they stood together by the observation deck. David saw bioluminescent monsters and glowing abominations lurking below. Ordo turned to meet his gaze, which still was fixated on the seas below. "You see them, don't you?" The captain let out a lazy puff of his cigar. "Just like me. That's why I recruited you, lad." But they both knew these creatures weren't the captain's true goal. When the ship stopped on the captain's orders, David saw it. The dead, rotting, colossal giant below all the monsters. "You see that, my boy?" Ordo had a terrifying grin on his face. "You and me, we be raising my dead god from the seas." Thanks for reading. If you enjoyed this, click here for more prompt responses and short stories written by me. https://www.reddit.com/r/trigonialrights/